In this video, we're talking about niches in the Web3 space and how to find your niche. As a newbie, yes, you wouldn't want to miss it. So stay to the end of this video if you're a newbie, so that you would leave this video, or by the end of this video, you are going to leave with clarity. So now, there are three major niches in the Web3 space. There are three major niches in the Web3 space. The first one is blockchain infrastructure. So the first one is what? Blockchain infrastructure. That is what? The layer 1 blockchain, the layer 2 blockchain, the developer tools, and all of that. Do you understand? We have layer 1 blockchain. Layer 1 blockchain, like example of layer 1 blockchains are Ethereum, Bitcoin, Avalanche, Solana, and all of that. Right? Now, example of layer 2 blockchains are Arbitrum, Optimism, and all of that. These are all layer 2 blockchain. Yes, these are all layer 2 blockchain. These are all layer. Now, what are the tools that are being used to develop these blockchains, or to develop this whole thing that we're talking about? We have the smart contract platforms, we have the APIs, we have the SDKs, and all of that. Now, what are the skills needed for blockchain infrastructure? The first skill you need to be in that line is what? Technical writing. The second one is what? Developer advocacy. And the third one is what? Product documentation. Yes, these are skills that are not saturated in the Web3 space that you can start learning. Technical writing is not saturated. Product documentation is not saturated yet. Developer advocacy is not saturated yet. These are skills that you can learn as a newbie. Now, the second one is what? Decentralized finance. That is what we call DeFi. Decentralized finance is what we call DeFi. Now, DeFi is about lending and borrowing platforms, and example of those platforms are Aave, Compound, and all of that. Do you understand that we use decentralized? Now, you can also use decentralized exchange like Uniswap, like Pancake, and all of that. These are what? DeFi apps. These are DeFi apps. Do you understand that? Now, what are the skills needed for something like this, for this niche? If you want to go into this niche, you need community building, you need to learn community building, you need to learn DeFi education, and you need to learn on-chain analytics. These are three skills that are needed if you want to go into the DeFi niche, if you want to go to the DeFi part of the Web3 space. Now, part 3 is NFTs and digital ownership. What did I say? NFTs and digital ownership. Now, NFT is like an art NFT. For example, the way we have musicians in the Web2 space, they come online, they sing, all of that. Do you understand that? And if sometimes, one of their video can do 1 million views, 2 million views, but yet they do not get paid. But in the Web3 space, if you can sing a song and sell it to so many people, you can sell it to thousands of people, you can create an art or something, a design, and sell it to so many people in your name. That is what NFT is all about. We have the gaming NFTs, which are the play to earn. Like, for example, we have Metaverse and all of that. Do you understand? We also have the utility NFTs. These are event tickets, memberships, and all of that. There are different types of NFTs in the Web3 space. So you can pick any one of your choice and do what? Decide to do what? Learn it, understand it, and go into that field. Now, what are the skills needed for NFT and digital ownership? First things first, you need to learn marketing. You need to learn marketing. Then the second thing is you need to learn storytelling. This is a skill that you need. You need to learn storytelling. And the third thing is what? Creative design. Maybe you want to sell art, or you want to sell your music or something. You need to be creative. You need to be creative. Now, the first one is what? DAO. That is what? Decentralized Autonomous Organization. That is the full meaning of DAO. Decentralized Autonomous Organization. This is the full meaning of DAO. Now, we have the investment DAOs, we have the social and community DAOs, and we have the what? Services or service DAOs. Example of service DAO are what? Talent network, project contributors, and all of that. These are all DAOs. These are DAOs projects, right? Now, what are the skills needed for you to go into the DAOs part of the Web3 space? First things first, governance facilitation. You need to learn governance facilitation, you need to learn coordination, and you also need to learn community engagement. These are the three skills you need if you want to get into the DAOs part of the Web3 space. Now we have web3 gaming and GameFi. We have the GameFi part of the web3 space. That is where play to earn comes in. We have blockchain game. Example of blockchain games are what? Infinity. If you remember that time about Not AI. Not AI, that was a gaming platform. Do you understand? Airdrop and all of that. Do you understand? That is a gaming project. That is a gaming project. Now, project. Now, what are the skills needed if you want to go into gaming? If you want to go into the gamify part of the web3 space, first things first, you need what? You need a social media account, an active social media account where you can get your target audience. You need a social media account where you can get what? Your target audience. Now, you need to understand user onboarding. You need to understand player support. These are the things that you need to know. You need to understand. These are the skills, the essential skills you need in the web3 space if you want to go into the gamify part. Now, the fifth one or the sixth one is socialify and decentralized social media. These are platforms like Lens Protocol, Fakasta, and all of that. These are all what? Socialify, even Kaito. This is the word socialify and what? Decentralized social media projects or places that you can run campaigns. Like on BlockUp now, you can run campaigns. These are all socialify and decentralized social media. Yes, if you've not heard it before, this is your first time of you hearing it. Now, we have creator economics tools for maybe web3 influencers. Now, what are the skills needed? You need to understand or learn content creation. You also need to understand what? Brand partnership and collaboration. You also need to learn what? Brand partnership and collaboration, which is what? Web3 business development. Yes, Web3 business development. Now, we have the what? Web3 security and privacy. This is where wallet security comes in. That is where smart tokenomics and design comes in. Smart contract auditing comes in. Do you understand that? Because of what? They are privacy focused projects. Yes, they are privacy focused projects. Now, what are the things you need to learn? You need to understand on-chain analytics. You need to understand technical writing. You need to understand smart contracts and auditing. You also need to understand technical breakdowns. You also need to understand what's technical breakdown. So these are the skills needed. Now, the seventh part is Web3 education and onboarding. These are beginner-friendly onboarding platforms. For example, BlockUp. Yes, BlockUp. We have Web3 bootcamp and courses. Do you understand that? Now, what are the skills needed for this particular part of the Web3 space? You need to understand what you need to be able to what? Simplify complex topics, complex words that even a layman word, even someone that is in the web 1 can understand it. Do you understand? They can understand it. Now, you need to understand Web3 in general, what Web3 is all about. You need to understand these things. Now, how do you find your niche as a newbie? Come, let's talk. How do you find your niche as a newbie? Now, finding your niche in the Web3 space is not just about what is trending or hype. Do you understand? The Web3 space is all about trends and hype. It's all about noise. But do not follow the noise. Follow the noise, but be strategic about it. If you're about to follow the noise, make sure you are early on that thing. Make sure you are what? Early on that thing. It's about where your skills and interests match the market demand. Let me put it that way. What is your skill? Like, what skill do you have? Or what is that thing that you would love to learn? Do you understand that you can never stop doing that? Even if they wake you up in the middle of the night, you can wake up and do what? Talk about it. Do you understand that? What is your skill? Where is your skill? You need to ask yourself. Do you understand that? Now, I'll be giving you a step-by-step process on how to figure out all these things if you're a newbie in the Web3 space. First of all, ask yourself, am I a content writer? Am I a content creator? Or am I a designer? Am I a graphic designer? Like someone like me now, I am not a content writer. I'm not good in writing of threads. I get tired easily. But when it comes to video content, I am so good in it. Do you understand? So ask yourself, are you a content creator? Are you a content writer? Ask yourself, are you a connector or are you a builder? Do you understand? Do you like networking? Do you like bringing in partnership for Web3 projects and all of that? For projects, do you like connecting people together? This is how you find your strengths and dwell on it. Do you understand that? Ask yourself, am I a builder? Yes, am I a builder? Are you into coding, or do you like coding? Do you like technical things and all of that, technical skills? Ask yourself these questions. Ask yourself these questions. Now, you can also ask yourself, am I a researcher? Am I a researcher? Do you like doing analysis? Do you like researching? Do you like documenting some things. That is where you can now pick where you are, pick your strength, pick what you know you can do well. Do you understand that? Then the step 2, the second thing you need to ask yourself is explore different niches. The second thing you need to do is to do what? Explore different niches. Join Twitter spaces, join AMA spaces, join Telegram groups. Do you understand that? Join different groups that are talking about web3. Know what it's all about. Spend 2 to maybe 1 month, 2 weeks to 1 month. Do you understand? Observe them, observe their conversation, listen to what they are saying, listen to the opportunities that they are talking about, their pain points. If they say, oh, this is what this niche or this place that I am, this topic, or let's say this niche I am in the web3 space, this is our pain point, this is what is wrong with us, this is that. Then you can now know. Take note of these niches. Take note of these niches that excite you most. Let me put it that way. Take note of niches that excite you most. If you are good in content creation, you like talking, yes, you can start content creation. Do you understand that? If you are good in writing, you can be a technical writer. Do you understand that? Now, when you can understand this thing, then you can now know what is next. You can know what is next. Now, the step 3 is what? You test these niches. Test these niches to know what works for you. Test these niches to do what? Know what works for you. Now, you can create free content for web3 projects around that niche that you love. Do you understand? If you want to be a content creator, you can create video content for different web3 projects for free. Do you understand? Know the outcome. You can also write trades. You can also write white papers for web3 projects. You can also bring in partnership and collaborations for web3 projects. Then you can now know where that you fit in and where you do not fit in. So you need to volunteer. You need to do what? Give yourself out to web3 projects. Give yourself out to what? Web3 projects. If you enjoy talking, do what? Start content creation. If you like writing, if you like learning, if you like doing research, you need to be a what? A researcher. Do you understand that? Now, step 4, check the market demand. Check the market demand. In the sense that when you're searching for web3 jobs in all these platforms like CoinGecko, CoinMarketCap, and all of that, BlockHub, you need to check what skill is high in demand, what skill is unsaturated. That is where you can figure out what to do. That is where you can pick where to start from, or what you would love to do, what you would love to explore in the web3 space. Go for unsaturated skills that are high in demand instead of you going for beginner skills that are low or very saturated in the web3 space. Now, I'm sure by the end of this class, you should be able to figure out where you stand in the web3 space. Now, commit and build. In the web3 space, I have to say this thing, that the web3 space is all about positioning. In the web3 space, for you to succeed in the web3 space, you need 3 things. You need a skill, you need to position yourself, and you also need visibility. You need a skill, you need to position yourself, and you also need what? Visibility. Now, you need to pick one niche. You don't need to pick one niche. You don't need to dwell on something. But I want you to build your name. I want you to build your brand around something. I want you to build your brand around something. Do you understand that? Now, you can go into maybe technical writing, business development, on-chain analysis. It depends on what interests you the most. It depends on what interests you the most. You can post daily, post on X, build your brand, build your name on X. Yes, X is not Twitter, but still do what? Build your brand. It will give you that visibility that you want. Do you understand? Then the last one is what? Network with people. Connect with people, connect with like-minded people in the web3 space. Join AMA spaces. Ask question. Don't be shy. Ask question. So guys, we've come to the end of this class. Now, I'm sure by the ending of this class, by the ending of this video, you should be able to know where you fit in the web3 space, and where you'll be able to understand your weakness and your strength. So guys, go and implement this and come back and tell me thank you.